Hey guys, I'm Louis and welcome to my latest video. So in this video I'm just going to be talking about England's women's team in the recent Women's World Cup over in Canada, and essentially England were knocked out last night in the semi-final stage, and it was I'm still a bit depressed about it. Like, this is like the next day and it's just I'm just a bit lost for words as to how we actually lost that game. But the thing I want to talk about most in this video is the fact that the England women have really done us proud, and I actually feel like for the first time in quite a while I'm actually confident with the national team of the country, which is obviously England, and it's just something that I didn't really expect to happen. I mean, I've not really talked about this on YouTube that much, I don't think, in terms of what I think of the England men's team, and sort of, I mean, I've mentioned it on Twitter and that sort of thing if you follow me on there. If you don't, links in the description. But anyway, I stopped supporting England's men after the World Cup in Brazil because I just feel like Roy Hodgson is not the right man for the job, and I just don't feel like the England that played at that showed any passion whatsoever. Like, there was a few players that did, but on a whole the players just didn't look arsed. Like, you're playing for your country, you're representing the whole nation, and you just look like you can't be asked to be there. It's just kind of like, oh, fuck you then. But you know, when I saw the Women's World Cup coming up and I saw the coverage and I decided to watch it all, I thought, you know what, I'm English, I'm going to support the England women. Just forget about the men's, just keep it separate, because honestly the women's game is quite different from the men's. It's not as pressurised, I would say, but it's also not as like high tempo, but it's still really like, it's more tactical, I would say, than the men's game. And you know what, I gave the England women a chance and they absolutely blew me away. I'm so proud. The Lionesses have done us all proud. I just want to just reinforce that they're all heroes. Like Mark Sampson said, the whole team is heroes. I mean, the coaching staff, I'm proud of every single player, all the coaching staff, the manager, just everyone involved with England. I mean, it's just, even sort of the ex-England players in sort of the studio for the BBC coverage, even the commentators, you know, I've just been blown away by how I don't know really what I expect from this tournament, but it's just been incredible. And you know, you should all feel proud that you've represented our country and you've shown that we can be up there with the best of them. I mean, playing against Japan last night, I mean, obviously they won the World Cup last time in 2011, and we, for most of the game, we actually played them off the park. I mean, in the second half we had so many chances to just win, and it's just one of those games where it just seems like nothing is going right for you, and it just, I mean, the end obviously epitomised that. But it took two freak goals for Japan to win, essentially. The first one was a penalty, which the foul was outside the box, so it was actually, you know, not a penalty, so that's bullshit. And the second one, obviously the own goal. Look, the ball's coming in, Laura Bassett's coming in to defend it. There's loads of I think there's about 2 or 3 Japanese players in the box. If Laura Bassett doesn't try and get her foot to it, it's going to go straight to them. They're going to put it in the net anyway. So it's better for her to try and clear it, and if it goes in, it went in. There's nothing you can do about it. It's better to try to save your team and just put all that effort in and just try as hard as you can, because it just shows passion, and that's all we want to see, really. It doesn't matter if we don't win the World Cup. It doesn't matter about that. It's just the fact that they're trying, they're passionate, and they actually care about being there. And Laura Bassett, you need to keep your head chin up, because, you know, you're going to be a great player for England. You're going to be a great player at club level as well. I know you're just incredible for England in defence and Notts County as well. You know, Bassett and Horton, both the central defenders last night against Japan, just played as hard as they can. They literally left nothing on the pitch, just everything's gone. They just tried their absolute best, and they were possibly the greatest defensive pairing that I've seen over the whole tournament, in all honesty, because they were just so it was like they were telepathic. It's like they could read each other's minds about where they were going to go to cover, and they communicated so well, and there was nothing that they could do about the 2 goals, and it's literally the definition of like AIDS. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it's just one of those things. It's literally like a game of FIFA. Sometimes you'll be playing FIFA, you'll be absolutely battering the opponent, but you just can't score, and then they'll nick like a 90th minute goal with like some weird glitch or something like that, like just an own goal or something, and it's just, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just one of those things. Sometimes games just don't go your way, but regardless, Lionesses, you've done us all proud. So anyway, guys, hope you did enjoy that video. Leave a like if you did. Comment on what your opinions are on the England women's team and how well you think they did in the World Cup. Subscribe if you enjoy my content in general. I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.